LeBron James and his son Bronny officially become the first father-son duo to play together in the history of the NBA. For years, LeBron openly shared his dream of playing in the NBA with his eldest son. In 2018, he even joked about his longevity, saying, "If I can stay healthy and Bronny makes it, I'd love to share the court with him." Today, that dream has become a reality. But what does this mean for the NBA? Will we see LeBron and Bronny become the most iconic duo of the last 20 years? Or will they eventually fade from the spotlight? Here's everything you need to know about the NBA's most controversial pairing: the pressure on Bronny. Let's talk about the pressure on Bronny. Imagine this. You're entering the NBA not just as a young player, but as the son of arguably the greatest player the league has ever seen. With every shot you make and every pass you throw, people are comparing you to LeBron James. You can't even sneeze without someone saying, "Well, LeBron would have done it differently." That's the kind of weight Bronny has had to carry from day one, and honestly, the kid's handling it like a pro. While it might seem impossible for anyone to live up to LeBron's legacy, Bronny's not letting it faze him. He's been under the spotlight since he was a kid. But the good news is, he's been able to develop his own identity and skill set outside of just being LeBron's son. From his basketball IQ to his ability to stay composed in clutch moments, it's clear that Bronny's not just in the NBA because of his last name, he's there because he's got what it takes. LeBron's role in all of this is huge. As a father, he has ensured that Bronny isn't just chasing his shadow, but carving out his own path. We all know how intense the pressure can be to live up to such a legendary figure. That's why he is preparing Bronny for life on and off the court. In fact, he's imparted more than just basketball wisdom. He's been there to teach his son how to deal with fame, handle criticism, and be a good person. He wants Bronny to know that he doesn't need to be a copy of him to find success. He just has to find his own rhythm, style, and way to shine. The most supportive father. However, this isn't the first time we've seen a father and son share a stage in professional sports. For example, in Major League Baseball, Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr. made history when they played together for the Seattle Mariners. They shared the field and even hit back-to-back home runs in the same game, a moment that will be remembered forever in MLB history. Many wonder if LeBron and Bronny can create something equally iconic in the NBA. Ultimately, that will depend on how quickly Bronny develops as a player. Bronny's potential. Speaking of Bronny's future, it's impossible to ignore the immense potential he holds. He's got the genes, the skills, and the mentorship to reach new heights. His defensive instinct, basketball IQ, and ability to shine in clutch moments have earned coaches and analysts respect. His offensive game, however, could use improvement. Something entirely normal for a rookie. He is still in the early stages of his career and has plenty of room to grow. But even LeBron wasn't the player he is today at Bronny's age. With LeBron's guidance, mentorship from other NBA veterans, and his own natural ability, there's no telling how far Bronny could go. Maybe that's why the excitement surrounding the moment of him playing alongside his father was off the charts. A night to remember. That night, the energy in the arena was electric. Every fan knew they were about to witness something monumental.
All ready? All right. You see the intensity, right? Just play carefree, though. Don't worry about mistakes, just go out and play hard.
History tonight. The first father-son duo to play together in an NBA game. This is all in the family. And what a celebration for the James family. Bronny's brother and sister, his mom on hand.
It was surreal to watch LeBron and Bronny, both in Lakers uniforms, warming up together. Even though it was just a regular season game, you couldn't ignore how big this moment was for everyone in the arena. Bronny didn't play for long when the game started, but you could already see glimpses of his potential. His hustle on defense, his positioning for a rebound, and his overall basketball awareness were impressive. It wasn't a game-winning performance, but it didn't need to be. The sheer fact that Bronny was out there, playing next to his dad, was enough to make this moment unforgettable. LeBron may have finished with 11 points that night, but the real victory was seeing his son take the first steps toward his own NBA career. As the crowd stood and cheered for Bronny's debut, it was clear that this was just the beginning of something much bigger. Facing criticism. Of course, no major achievement is without its critics. As soon as Bronny hit the NBA, social media was full of hot takes, with some fans questioning whether he deserved his spot on the team.
What do you think happens for his kid once he's out? Like, do you think they're kind of doing this as a favor?
But first of all, there's no question.
Yeah.
Let's cut the BS.
Sure.
There's no question it's a favor. Bronny James did not do what it took to earn a spot on an NBA roster. That's the bottom line.
Not even to get...
Some have suggested that Bronny's place in the NBA is more due to his father's legacy than his individual skill. His father's influence has opened doors for him, but he's also proven he can handle the pressure and expectations. However, we can't just ignore his hard work and dedication.
So Bronny's getting in the game tonight. And this is a Nike commercial waiting to happen.
Yeah.
So they're not, Ken Griffin's not flying all the way from Florida to LA not to see Bronny play.
Yeah.
But I will say this, Bronny's a prospect. Number one, I'm glad he's healthy. I think he should be in the G League. He's not ready to play in the NBA right now.
And it's expected he will spend.
And he should be in the G League because he's not ready to play in the NBA first and foremost. But secondly, there's going to be some guys coming for his head, and he's not ready because he's really a tweener. He's a point guard, two guard. His probably best attribute right now is being a defender. But I think to take the pressure off him and let him get better as a player, he should be in the G.
Just like LeBron used criticism as fuel to prove his doubters wrong, Bronny has the potential to do the same. He may face a tough road ahead, but if he continues to improve, he'll carve out his own legacy and prove to all his critics that they were wrong. So, what does the future hold for him? What's next? The possibilities are endless. He's in the NBA now, but the road ahead is still full of challenges. So, I think the league is in for a wild ride with Bronny. With time, Bronny will have the chance to prove himself not just as LeBron's son, but as a player in his own right. The potential is there, now it's up to him to fulfill it. But what do you think? Does Bronny have what it takes to carry the James legacy forward? Let us know in the comments. By the way, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and check out this other video to learn how to dress like the United States' most powerful man.